All right. Hi. I'm fake news anchor and real-life zookeeper Zegan Kipper. And tonight we're starting with 46,665,652,931.6 points. But I'll be adding 0.4 points right now because I don't like decimals. This is what we missed, the part of the show where we talk about specifically what I missed, what I specifically missed because I fell asleep listening to NPR and ended up with Cheeto dust all over my fingers, and that's why I wasn't hosting last week. It was a really long nap. With that explained away and us having a single serial element to our episodic show, let's get started with what we missed. Sorry to those of you who like God, because he clearly doesn't like you. Notre Dame set on fire this past week, and just about everyone made jokes about it almost immediately, as no American is quite convinced that our current reality isn't just a very long. Some sources have reported that the fire was caused by an accident, but my buddy Jesus of Nazareth told me that his pop had a real rough divorce and couldn't make the rent payment on the place. Yeah, Jesus blames himself for that, so. Good news for Flint, Michigan. They just received $77 million to help fix their water crisis. God gave Flint holy water while giving Notre Dame hellfire. It's actually been a full year since the first This Day in History segment where we claimed God would cry just a little bit more. I'm going to say this counts. It's extra water. 750 points. If you've been alive at all within the past ever, you know how much anticipation there is for Avengers Endgame. This week, a piece of the film was leaked to the public on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, and MySpace, but no one seemed to catch that last leak. The leak, as the term would imply, was just 5 minutes of Thanos taking a leak after his famous snap, which also explains why the movie is so damn long. Turns out the Russo brothers just have a huge pee kink. Ginormous, lots of pee. Last week, a man in Florida committed 13 counts of arson on motor vehicles. Because if he burns 14 cars, the 15th is free. So, you know, good deal. But was stopped by a brave hero in a Hawaiian shirt, tackling him to the ground. Let's take a look at that hero now. O.J. Simpson! Well, look like he's 2-0 in episode mentions, so 2 points for us, am I right? Aside from that, Julian Assange, who you may have noticed has the word ass in his name, founder and director of WikiLeaks, has been arrested. This has been in the works for a long time, but he was finally kicked out of Ecuador for being a crappy roommate and not picking up his cat poop. That's a true thing. He also just never did the dishes, but that just makes him a bad person, apparently. That is not illegal. However, here at Next Week Now, we have discovered new information that Julian Assange leaked the Avengers leak. All right, no applause, I'll take it, whatever. I'm giving us 100 points because we're never wrong. Game of Thrones returned last week, but shouldn't it be the Games of Throne? There's only one throne and there's not so many games. There are so many games. Look, not all of these are going to be winners, guys. Let's just move on. This week, it was reported that the number of measles cases has passed 112,000. Now, we here at Next Week Now are shocked and simply don't know what to say about this astonishingly low number. Let's get in some effort, people. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, we promise that by the end of next year, we, the cast of Next Week Now, the cast and the crew of Next Week Now, will double the number of measles cases, all on our own. 112,000 points, or as many cases as we can get. It's kind of a loan. We don't get that. We'll take them away. On a final note, the redacted Mueller report was released to the public today. We at Next Week Now, however, have managed to find the unredacted version, and I've shown it to you. So I'm actually going to share it with you all. It actually says, what?
And now it's Today in History.